So a couple days ago, I actually posted a community post asking whether or not you guys would be interested in an analysis series where I take random of games from you guys, my subscribers, take them into the game and then analyze them and then tell you guys where you went wrong or where you could have gone better. These are going to be boost only games, of course, because I'm not going to be analyzing powers, etc., stuff like that. So boost only games like Ceramic Crucible, private games, whatever, you name it. And over 80% of you guys actually did want that series. So I went ahead and made a channel in my Discord server, link in the description by the way if you want to join, where you can submit your clips and then I will find some of them. I can't analyze each and every single one of them, but I will find some of them and then I will analyze them in this series. So yeah, do be sure to go down. Make sure you read the rules if you want a game to be analyzed. It's going to be in the pinned messages. Here, let me show. Of my Discord server, you just have to follow these few rules. It's pretty simple. And then there's this little code format right here that you just fill out, and then you submit the clip in my server. So yeah, there you go. But without any further ado, I'm going to find my first clip, and then we're going to be analyzing it. By the way, keep in mind, there's no pressure. You don't have to be good at the game. You don't have to be a top tier BFB Coliseum player, whatever. Legit, this is just for me to try and like help you guys realize your mistakes. Anyway, let's get into the first game. So this was actually the first guy to submit a clip in my Discord server. It's the guy to the left we are analyzing. He is my subscriber. This is Ceramic Crucible and he is playing Boomerang, Boat, and Farm. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best with boat maps, but the thing is, Boomerang is actually quite good on this side, because right here the Boomerang is in the right hand. So on this on the left side the Boomerang can actually be pulled off. On the right side, Boomerang is really bad. Okay, so I definitely think IG Seps here starts out correctly. He goes for a 0-0 farm and then he pulls out the Buccaneer immediately to not leak more. Of course, Mr. Hootie here just put down a farm upgraded to one side. Okay, here's a little thing I want to address. Right here, you actually want to upgrade to a Grape Shot and then put your Buccaneer to close or last here. You don't want it to the right side as Mr. Hootie here is doing. The reason for this is all your grapes are going to be shooting inwards, like they're going to be shooting to the left side. You want it right here where IG Seps has it, like on the right side basically, or on the left side if in Mr. Hootie's case, because that way they're going to be shooting out towards all of these red balloons over here, or whatever the future balloons you're going to see. You guys will probably see later. But let's skip forward a bit here. Looks like IG Seps over-ecoed a little bit. As you can see, he didn't have enough money for his Grape Shot immediately. Oh, it looks like he panic bought. So right here, IG Seps actually bought longer range, which is an unnecessary upgrade. You don't need longer range. So I think that he bought accidentally. Spiking is actually not a bad idea on this map. There's no reason to save your spikes. I would put it on close right now, because as you can see, he's chasing. So either put your Buccaneer on close or on last. Also, on this map particularly, I like to layer. But that's just me. Okay, let's see. You definitely, instead of going for faster shooting, you actually do want to get down 0-1 Buccaneers instead, because they are better. The problem here is Mr. Hootie has really bad placements for his Buccaneers. So does IG Seps. If I were IG Seps, I would probably place it more to the right here, or I'm sorry, to the left here. That way it has like, it can like easier hit stuff over here, as well as like when you want to start chasing. I'd probably put it a little more down as well here, just so. I don't know. I think this is probably the best boat spot. But IG Seps is not playing too bad so far, except for the fact that he's getting out farmed right now a lot, because he upgraded unnecessarily. Like you can see his faster shooting and he has longer range on his Buccaneer, which is just not good. You can see he doesn't even have a plantation yet, where Mr. Hootie does. And Mr. Hootie is also out-ecoing him. Boosted Blacks are actually not bad. Boosted Blacks is kind of what you always want to do here. Right now he has now 2 faster shooting, so IG Seps should be completely fine to this, but he didn't actually need the second faster shooting. It's just unnecessary. Also, I can't see their targeting, but I hope this first Buccaneer here is targeted to close. Anyway, let's skip forward a bit. Also, you should boost some blacks back at Mr. Hootie here in round 7. Mostly because if it layers with the round 7 AI, that's really good. Okay, this is a weird play. I don't think the Dartling, or the Boomerang, I mean, is good for the right side here. He should have gone Wizard. But Wizard is harder to pull off. Okay, so he just sold it and bought it once. That just wasted money. I can't remember what the Boomerang cost. I think it's like $3.25 or something. Okay, he just sold it a second time. This is a CC player, so I don't really know what to expect. But he just sold and rebought his Dartling, or his Boomerang. Why do I keep saying Dartling? His Boomerang 2 times. That's really bad. You don't want to do that. IG Steps is kind of chilling here. He has his 2 farms. Mr. Hootie is still doing better, but that's because IG Steps is not being very aggressive as he should be. Okay. You just want to boost this, actually. Tower boost. Okay. This is really bad because he just went for a bomb here. Like, what's it called? To get camo lead detection. You don't need camo lead detection now. You're on round 9. Also, you don't want it here because the camo leads are going to be up here. If it's here all the way in the back, you're going to be chasing. You want it, this right here, you want this to be a destroyer, or preferably put them down here actually, and then have your what's it called, cannon ship or whatever. Have it a little more up so it actually has a little more coverage. Right now it doesn't cover anything. This is a really bad spot for the cannon ship. And now he proceeds to greed right after he boosted. This is really bad because now Mr. Hootie should actually realize that he just went for his farm. IG Seps should not go for his farm because he just boosted right here. So if if Mr. Hootie sends him a bunch of whites right here, right now, he's kind of screwed and he will have to sell a farm. But let's see. Nope. Okay, Mr. Hootie's playing this completely wrong. He went for a farm of his own. This is terrible, you guys. You really need to be more aggressive and start punishing your opponents, because as you can see, IG Steps he didn't have a lot of money to defend with. He probably would have some money at this point, but Mr. Hootie is not even doing anything, and they're both going for plantations. What the hell is happening here? Okay, I hope IG Steps is going to send... Okay, he sends a camo region lead. That's a fine rush. That's okay. Let's see. What is Mr. Hootie gonna do here? Okay, he goes for that. That's just gonna regrow. That's yep. You also need another Buccaneer. Like, at least have like a 1 or a 1/2 Buccaneer up. Like, that's just to help clean up. Okay, he goes for that there. Still don't really agree with the placement, but I mean, right now we're in round 14, so it doesn't matter much. Mr. Hootie should really punish this because IG Subs just went for another farm. Jesus Christ, stop going for farms, buddy. You have 3.6k saved up. What are you doing? Start punishing each other. It's round 14. Right here, you should probably... A good rush right here would probably be a camo region lead, like spaced lead, followed by like some boosted Cypress maybe. Just whatever you can do to kind of try and force stuff. Nobody's rushing here. IG Steps went for that, okay. And now he's getting ready to defend. It's not too bad, but still, you should still be going for being a little more aggro here. Like, why are you guys passively farming? Okay, now you sent... Okay, this is bad because you guys see... Now he sends a bunch of Zebras. The problem is they're not layered with anything. You wanna... When you rush, you wanna layer it with AI. These Zebras right now, Mr. Hootie can see these Zebras and just go like, hey, I'm just gonna defend. Well, he probably can't because he's a CC player, but my point still stands. They weren't layered with anything. Okay, he still forces a boost. Surprisingly, I don't think he needed to boost this. This was probably a very bad boost. And now he's sending some LEDs up behind while he is on boost. Yeah, those LEDs did absolutely nothing. That was kind of a waste of money. Mr. Hootie should probably try and rush back a little bit, because he has like over 2k saved up. He could force a boost of his own. He doesn't. Alright, let's skip forward, see what happens here. Mr. Hootie goes for farm. IG Subs goes for the round 17 bank. This just speaks for itself, buddy. I don't think this is what you want to do here. I'm sorry. That's not a good play. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's see. Hopefully one of them is gonna send a Moab next round. Nope, no one here is sending a Moab. Listen, it's so easy to choke to a Moab on this map. Like, just send a Moab, guys. If you're on this map, just send a Moab. Also, what the hell? Now he went for his BIA, round 18. Buddy. What are you doing? Okay, he's bloom boosting. That's not gonna do a lot, because, like, I mean, I'd rather have you layer lets with some seepers or even rainbows. Don't send regen lets here, it's not gonna do a lot, because he's not gonna be popping a lot in the back, so the regrow isn't going to be that, like, it's not gonna be that effective. Like, it's kind of a waste of money. Of course, you're still gonna force a boost here, but what I'm trying to say is you would also force a boost if you didn't send regrow. Right now, you're just wasting a lot of money. By the way, stop rushing after your opponent boost, because as you can see, IG Seps is still defending. Like, as soon as you see your opponent boost, you just stop rushing if you know that they can defend with a boost. But let's see here, round 19. They're both. Mr. Hootie is up a boost, down eco surprisingly, because Mr. Hootie is up a boost, but IG Seps is down eco even though he has a BIA. Now he sends a Moab. This is probably the only good play of the entire game. He forces a boost, sends a Moab, but he sends it way too late. Because you can see IG Seps has it back. And now he's all out. IG Seps is all outing with Moabs here. Here, I would probably either cash out my BIA or sell it and then go for a turbocharge. And you will easily be able to defend this Moab. But, let's see. IG Seps leaks down a little bit, and it does look like Mr. Hootie is really close to dying here. Okay, Mr. Hootie actually defended this pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. By the way, a tip, if you guys get rushed, a good way of defending is put down a bunch of just 0-0 boats, like 3 or 4 or 5. Or probably just 3 or 4, honestly. Put down 0-0 boats, just spam them, like click, 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 down. And then you just want to like boost immediately and then upgrade while they're boosted, okay? That's a really good way of defending, because otherwise you boost and then you put down more defense, and yeah, it's just not good. They're on round 20 right now. They're both down a boost, or I mean, IG Seps has no boost left. Honestly, Mr. Hootie should sell everything and just all out him at this point. I don't think he would. I think he would struggle. He probably, in theory, probably could defend because he has a BIA he could sell, but still. Let's fast forward a bit here. I mean, one of them is going to die. Honestly, if they die to round 22 AI, I'm going to be very disappointed here. They probably will. What's happening? None of them is rushing either, which kind of is making me a little bit mad, but it does look like... What the hell? Alright, Mr. Hootie goes down to the AI, which is just... Mr. Hootie, what are you doing, buddy? Anyway, not a good game. You guys both made a bunch of mistakes. You had a lot of places where you could still rush and, like, utilize a lot of opportunities to kill your opponents, and you just chose not to. Honestly, I'd rather be down in farms, but have a chance of either forcing a boost, getting up eco, or killing my opponent than just going late game. Like, this is not how you want to play this, but... yeah. Anyway, thanks for this. Thanks for submitting the clip, IG Seps. Now we're gonna move on to game number 2. Alright, so the second game I'm going to be analyzing here was submitted by QuinGep. It's a ceramic crucible game, boost only. It's the guy to the left who's my subscriber who submitted this, and of course, let me see, he has a win rate of 2,700 losses, or wins, I'm sorry, 2,700 wins, 1,800 losses, so... he's a bit more experienced, so let's see what this guy is going to be playing here. So Batman's on the right is gonna be playing Dart Farm Ace, and QuinGep is playing. He's playing Wizard Village. Okay, Wiz Farm Village. It's a very good strat. It's definitely better than Dart Farm Ace if you're able to pull it off. It is rather hard to pull off. Right now they're both just playing the beginning here. Batman's, he's playing this pretty well so far. I mean, Batman's right now is just harassing QuinGep in order to try and force a lightning, because he doesn't want QuinGep to get up a plantation first. If you're going against Wiz Village, you never want to allow them to get up the plantation. Always get a lightning first. That's definitely what you want to be forcing. So right now, Batman's playing this correctly. QuinGep should probably try and send some pinks here to force some defense as well. But there you go. He got up the lightning. And Batman's keep on sending pings. He could probably stop now if he wanted to, unless he wants to go for the eco. Either way, it's going to be fine. QuinGep right now actually needs to be rushing Batman's back a little bit, because Badman's is like, he doesn't need to send much, but spaced rushes are also really good. Send some pinks here because now he just allowed him to greed for the plantation, which you definitely don't want to do. Anyway, let's fast forward a bit here. Badman is still only chilling with 1 trip dart as defense. Right now, Quinquip should definitely... Okay, this is bad. When you're playing... I don't know. Okay, Badman is definitely greeting here, but you don't want to, like, be so aggressive because Quinquip does win this late game if it goes late. So, honestly, you should be playing passive, but just boost some blacks at him and, like, you'll be more than fine. Because I don't think Badman's is going to leak a hell of a lot from this. He's just going to go for 2nd trip dart. That was kind of a wasted rush. I mean, you do have a little bit of eco, but your opponent is up a farm at this point, and you're going Wisp Village. You do want to play more passive. It's a passive strategy. It's not an aggressive strategy. But you did force some defense, so, I mean, good on you, but I don't think all those greens were probably necessary. Because you could have farmed more. Anyway, let's keep on going. Looks like Badman's is about to get up a 2nd plantation. In a bit, maybe? Yep, there he goes. Quinquip is still chilling. Quinquip just got up another wizard. It was actually unnecessary. At least wait until the wizard is forced. There you go, okay. Let's see how he defends this. Okay, he just sends a bunch of yellows. This might actually force a boost. If he sends enough. Nope, he stopped, okay. Quinquip is defending this just fine. Well done. Let's fast forward again. Alright, round 10. It's always good to send regions on this map. Also, Badman's doesn't have a Juggernaut up yet. He's about to get one. There he goes. I think Badman's is probably chilling here. Quinquip should definitely, yeah, continue sending regions. That's a really good rush. Let's our OP on this map. But again, look at your farms, dude. Your farms are not very good, considering you're not going to get around 14 BIA. Like, you have 2.5 plantation. That's very bad. Alright, let's continue here. Round 13 now. So this is what happens when you play too aggressively. It's round 14 and you only have 3 plantations and a 1-0 farm. It's not what you want, man. And you haven't even put your village down yet. Which you definitely do. You want your village within range of your farms and your wizards. And it doesn't really look like you have any place for your villages here. Your village. Maybe if you sell your farmer, maybe you can squeeze it in, but I don't know. It looks like you kind of messed up. Anyway, Quinquip leaks down to 33 lives, okay. And Badman's is just chilling here, because, I mean, what is Quinquip going to do? He's not going to get a BIA, he's not going to try and punish him either. Badman's is chilling. The farms are almost close to equal. They are actually equal now, and Badman's has 50 more eco. And Quinquip's strategy is bad unless he gets up a BIA, because he's going to struggle a lot against CMGs and stuff. Round 16. Here is actually when you do want to rush, because the BIA is denied. Like, Quinquip, you're not going to get up your BIA. It's over. Try and kill him. If you just send some region maybe like 2 lets followed by like 2 region lets and a few zebras, you will have a very good rush here, because Dart Farm Ace, the jug spot is not the best on this map. So, yeah. Also, Badman just went for his round 16 BIA, it looks like. Okay. So, Badman goes for round 16 BIA. Probably a good play on his part. And now Quinquip gets ready for round 17 BIA. Not worth. You will really struggle to a Moab next round. Around 17 BIA, that's just, you really don't want to get a BIA that late, because what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna get a Moab, then you're gonna get a BFB, then you're gonna get a CMG, and eventually you're gonna have to cash everything out and sell everything. But yeah. Badman's is definitely chilling here in eco. None of them are sending anything to each other. Like, this is where you need to be aggro. You need to send a Moab or something just to force your opponent to cash out, at least. Or boost. Anything. Okay, Quinquip sends a Moab. It's a little bit late, because now Badman's is actually going to be able to put up... I think Badman's is going to die here, because we can see the game is almost over. But... okay, let's see. Oh, he's dead here. He needs to... yeah, he's dead. No, I think... yeah. Okay, Badman's does go down here. It was a very The thing is, I think Batman's completely choked this. He could have defended this had he not waited so long. I think maybe gotten up a second jug, he would have been... I think he would have been chilling, but this was a very, very weird game. But yeah, you did make a lot of mistakes, Quinkip. You were too aggressive at times and then too passive at others, which is just not a good combination. But yeah, thanks for submitting the clip, and let's move on to our third and final game. So our final game here is submitted from Mars BTD, the guy on the left. This is a ceramic crucible game. He has roughly 280 wins and almost 200 losses. So yeah, let's see. They're both going WizTech farm on moon landing, which is a solid strategy. There are some strats that are better, but this is a really good and easy one, and a fun strat to play, honestly. So let's see. Super Tower starts out by spiking, and Mars starts out by just tanking a few leaks. Neither of them are playing this wrong, so that's pretty good. And both of their attack spots are pretty good. I would say for Super Tower, he probably should hook it a little more to the top right, just a little, like squeeze it a little more closer to the edge here, but other than that, it's not too bad. He starts out by being aggressive, and yeah, let's see. He has Robo Farmers, but he's collecting his bananas by hand. Alright. Let's see, here's a fun fact. You can actually, I always like to just tank these, because this spot is so OP that you're still going to defend, so go for your plantation, which it looks like Mars BTD did. That's a really good move here. I definitely want to do that. I actually like to go passive factory when I go mirror here, so when I face WizTech, going WizTech myself, I prefer going passive and then get up an early facility, like round 16, 17 facility. But yeah, let's fast forward a bit. This is really bad because that's not going to do anything. That's just a kind of a waste. Like, one thing is spaced eco, but you don't really need eco. You just want to farm on this map. Super Tower here is playing really bad by just sending blacks for no reason. Also, you want to get the right side upgrade. You want to get a 2-3 attack shooter, not a not a 3-2, because this is really bad against layered balloons, or like group balloons rather. Mars is playing this pretty well so far. Those screens are going to do absolutely nothing. He just keeps on farming on, and he's now ahead by a whole plantation. Super Towers is ecoing quite a bit. He's now balloon boosting greens, and by the way, fun fact, watch this do absolutely nothing either. Mars leaked 4 lives from that. That was a whole balloon boost you just wasted. Of course you do have 400 eco, but Mars is out farming you. Like, this is embarrassing. You have 1 plantation versus his 3. I don't even know if you have a plantation. You probably do. Yeah, you do have a plantation. Okay. Mars is farming really well here, so that's pretty good. I actually prefer right here to put the wizard in the big circle, but I mean, it's not the worst, so I'm not even gonna comment it. This right here is also really bad. You just spiked for no reason. Did he sell his farm? I think Super Towers here just sold his farm. What is he doing? Mars is at least playing this right. At least Mars, by the way, when you see someone just put down their spikes at the beginning here, just send some space blues. Just slowly get rid of those spikes. He just wasted all of his spikes for no reason. And he even sold his farm. He has 5k right now. The right side opponent is playing this very bad. Mars is actually playing this pretty well. Not a good rush. You want to send some spaced regions to force stuff here, because the wizard can actually defend this pretty easily, as you can see. So that was kind of a waste of money. If you should have sent some spaced region camo Zebras, probably, or Let's, either work. But yeah, let's continue on here. Super Tower is rushing with a lot of Zebras. If I'm Mars here, I'd probably just Maelstrom that. Yep, that's an easy Maelstrom, and he's still sending Zebras. It looks like he just tried to all out with Zebras. Very weird rush. I'm actually not sure if Mars needed to Maelstrom that second rush, but this is such a weird game so far. I don't think Super Towers really know how to play. Mars got up a BIA. Although I don't personally prefer it, a BIA is definitely not the wrong choice to make here. So it's not bad, and Mars doesn't need to get up a Dragon's Breath either quite yet. Those camo rushes that he's sending are not really doing anything, Mars. Though that's a pretty bad rush, because you can see like it didn't force anything. And Super Towers is just chilling with his eco. He's saving up a lot of money for some weird reason, and he's not farming at all. He's playing this very bad. This should just be a winning game for Mars so far. But let's see here. Let's continue. Nothing really interesting is happening yet. If I were you, Mars, I'd probably send him a Moab right about now, because he has no Moab defense. He has 9k saved up, though. What the fuck? Let's continue. Alright, so he's sending a few camo zebras. Not the rush I would send myself, mostly because I know my opponent has saved up a lot of money, so that's really a waste of your money. But it's still okay. Like, I'd probably send a few ceramics instead of Moab, because that's definitely going to be cheaper. But you did force a boost here, so well done. All you got to do now is just send up a BFB around 20, and he will most likely just die. Oh, okay, so here he sends 2 space CMGs after each other. This should be an easy defense for Mars, I think. Hopefully. I hope you don't choke here. I'd definitely just collect. I'd probably just sell my BIA at this point, realize that he's all outing. Okay, Mars is defending. He got some Maelstrom Micro there. Well done. And he didn't have to sell his BIA, but he did have to collect. Now you just counter. At this point, you just straight up all out with either ceramics or BF, or like probably Moabs, I mean. Oh, no, okay, never mind. He decides to go for the camo. You know, that works too. Super Towers is dead here. He doesn't have any money left to defend with. And he has no eco. He just played this entire game very, very poorly. And he does end up going down. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for submitting the clip, Mars. You did make a few mistakes, but other than that, you did play pretty well. So I gotta give you that for Ceramic Crucible player. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like if you do want to see more of these in the future. All that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past. But knowing me, my DeLorean will probably crash. Sometimes I get in a taxi when I ain't got no cash. Worry if my credit card don't work, then I might have